Peace and blessings. Welcome back to the News You Can Use podcast, powered by B and Us LLC. We want to thank our sponsors, Frenchie's Wonders, Healthy Place Botanicals. Make sure you shop natural products at Frenchie's, FRENCHYS, Wonders, WONDRS, .healthy, HEALTHY, Place, PLACE, Botanicals, BOTANICALS.com. Today is Sunday, March 3rd, 2019, 4:51 p.m. We are broadcasting live from the headquarters. My name is Frenchier. I am your host for the News You Can Use podcast. In St. Louis, it's 21 degrees. We had snow, so we got snow coverage. In New York, it is 35 degrees. In Cockrell Hill, Texas, it's 36 degrees. In Lagos, Nigeria, it is 84 degrees. In Accra, Ghana, it is 83 degrees. In Havana, Cuba, it is 82 degrees. And I am listening to MamaSol, spelled S-O-L. I'm listening to her recent single that she dropped called Crown. And I just really appreciate her artistic expression of speaking out and against the injustices that are happening across the diaspora. I appreciate that she uses her platforms for shedding light and expressing truths and facts. So I appreciate you, MamaSol. I have a story behind this queen. So I do want you to definitely check her out. I am going to play some of her music on this episode, this 13th episode. I want to thank all of you who have played and downloaded the last episodes. Continue to listen. We are very grateful for you. Over 300 plays. We're going into our 6th week. So we're really grateful for you and thankful for you being so receptive to this platform. Continue to connect with us through our Facebook page, Facebook and our social media, Instagram, Twitter. Our business is BE and Us, USLLC. On Facebook, on Instagram, at Frenchier, which is my name, FRENCHAIRE, and on Twitter, Miss Frenchie06. Leave messages on topic suggestions, what news you can use. That's a way that you can sponsor us. You can connect with us to become a sponsor. What that means to be a sponsor of an episode of the News You Can Use podcast is that I will interview you. Your brand and businesses will be highlighted and featured and talked about because you get to talk about it on the episode. Your brand or picture will be placed on the News You Can Use podcast flyer that will be marketed across all of my followings. I have over 10,000 followers. I don't have the exact number. I'm sure I'm over 10,000 followers, global followers. And I thank everyone that's following me over all the social media platforms. But I met MamaSol. Dr. Tamara Pizzoli, my line sister, had created a mixtape. And she included MamaSol on the project. And so as Tamara's her public relations and marketing director, I had the chance to, correspond with MamaSol in coordination with the project. Later on in life, my associate Umeme of Culture Shock Accoutrements Her family, Diners Delights here in St. Louis, are celebrating their 50th anniversary. So y'all go over there and support that Black-owned business. Y'all all can show love to that Black-owned business and wish them a happy 50th anniversary, because I know it takes a lot to run a business. So anyhow, May told me about this workshop that was coming to St. Louis called Black and Engaged. And MamaSol happened to be one of the panelists and instructors and leaders of the Black Engaged workshop. So gratefully, and it was an honor to actually just be able to meet her in person, for one, and then I'll just be able to engage and learn more, get to know her on a personal level, and then just as a real, just human level. So it was a blessing, and so I want you to enjoy and go download and purchase MamaSol's music. MamaSol with a M-A-M-A and then Soul, S-O-L. And she also has a lot of jams with her band MamaSol and the Nuts, T-H-A Nuts, N-U-T-S. Enjoy. And remember to support this podcast. You can support us in so many ways. Thank you for everyone who has supported us already. Continue to pour in your love. Show love to this Black business. Our Cash App is $BEANDUSLLC. PayPal, PayPal.me/Frenchaire, FRENCHAIRE. And also, if you're tuning in through the Anchor.fm app, you may click the purple support this podcast button and contribute monthly. Contributing $9.99 monthly gives me 13% more of your dollars, of your donations. So I really thank you so much for supporting this podcast. Your donations and contributions and support is needed, because it takes a lot of energy and research and time to create these episodes and market it to you. So thank you so much for your support. It's for sustaining future episodes and leveling up, because of course we want to keep getting better. Also, submit your positive music by emailing it to Melchizedek, LLC, at gmail.com, MELCHIZEDEK, LLC, at gmail.com. You can also be a featured guest. What that entails is just me doing an interview with you, and your interview will be featured on the website. That's $10. Now, $35 and $10 is still not enough compensation. Eventually, these prices are going to go up, y'all. Because, $7,500, because it takes, I'm really saying it takes a lot of energy. It's not like I record this and then I just publish it. It's a lot of work goes into it, and deciding what's to be said, and it's just a lot goes into it. So we need your support, and we're grateful for your support and for downloading and tuning in. Please leave us voice messages in response to what's been said on the News and News podcast. Shout outs to Jackson State Alumni Association. We had a great time. Amber Bookstore, Greg and Zach and I, we enjoyed hanging out with you guys last night at the Machinist Hall. We look forward to hanging out and servicing the Tennessee State Alumni Association's Greeks and Friends on March 16th at the Machinist Hall. So we're really excited. Thank you for everybody who purchased sweatshirts and books from us. You can also purchase your books at www.amberbookstores.com. That's www.amberbookstores.com. Thank you so much. Also, make sure you're subscribing and following and downloading and following and writing reviews and ranking this podcast wherever you're listening so that this podcast can be reached by more people. So we're grateful for you again. Thank you so much for everything that you are. Salute to all the women in the world. Peace and blessings. The quote of the day comes from Canva.com. That's Canva, Canva.com. Perfection is achieved not when there is nothing more to add, but when there is nothing left to take away. Perfection is achieved not when there is nothing more to add, but when there is nothing left to take away. Quoted by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry.
Mother, she got pregnant, married at 15.
MamaSol
and the Nuts. Who was
cool
beautiful,
kids.
smart, all those, never tapped into her ability. And that was my first example of black womanhood.
Inside Out.
In a predominantly white community, so constantly being called nigger, black ugly nigger. See, I know this little kid wakes up every morning to a fistful of tears. They start pouring from a glimpse in the mirror. She keeps her head down, it's hard to lift a chin. And she keeps it all in, the pain. She's ashamed and wish it could all end. Such a precious little mind that's controlled by the media, it's eating at her soul. She never sees the image and resemblance of herself that's labeled as beautiful. And plus, she's never told, so the women in the video is all that she knows. And that ain't even the half the perception of her complexion. Her skin is too black. But whoever told you that, they lie. You regard as beautiful yourself. Change your hair. All you gotta do is know just who you are. Do it. Let no one take what God has put before you. You're a star. You're showing a lot of things, just not this. I don't want you out here shooting this ball around all day and night. All right? Right? Don't ever let somebody tell you. Don't let no one tell you you're not a star. You gotta protect it. You want something, go get it. Period. You are. See, I know this little boy. Papa went to prison right before he turned 4. He been there for 10. He was told his mama couldn't make a boy a man. Now in search for a figure he could follow as a father, he begins to pretend that he's tough and untouchable, such an uncomfortable front to his friends. See, he's the mama boy type, not a boss, not a baller, but a mama more like. And he's caught in more hype than reality, and sadly it's self that he fights. That's a battle you'll never win, baby boy. Stand out instead of trying to fit in. Why mimic what a fool is? Really, you're a king and the ruler of the cool kids. You ain't never gonna change your hair on your head. All you gotta do is know just who you are. Let no one take what God has put before you. You're a star. Keep the truth to the young black youth. Yeah, and it's a message to the youth. Never try to live a lie when you the truth. Self-love is the best love, so live and let love, and then allow you to be the proof. Yeah, and you be who you're proud of. Plant your own garden, don't wait for they flowers. Nah, don't let them drain your dreams, don't let them snatch your pride, don't let them dim your light. Nah, who cares what they say? When God made you, he was having a great day. And there's reason why you're breathing, there's purpose in your purpose, important that you know. Yeah, that you truly define beauty and you define fine, it's all in your mind. You're F-L-Y, first love yourself, you rise. inside. Say let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it show. Let it show. You're amazing. Go change your hair on ya. Now you ain't gotta go change your hair on ya. All you gotta do is know just who you are. All you gotta do is know. Let no one take what God has put before you. No one take what God has put before you. You're a star. You're a star. Yeah. Put your arm on and be strong. Oh, free your mind while it's time. What's up with that? I got one thing on my mind. Revolution. Yo, that's Pharaoh Jerome. Please make me die 1,000 deaths in a day, and then I won't jump in the front while you put it down for the new time. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. Shalom, shalom. Hotel. Yeah, MIDT Records. B&B Productions. Rhythmic sound. Love to rap. Yo, check it out. And all your local neighborhood stores.
One of our previous sponsors, Miss Caesar, Lydia Caesar, from the Caesar album. This song is called Selfishly.
Not sure I know what it feels like to give it all up for love. Waiting on that green light. Breaking hearts is what I'm guilty of. I'm guilty of. Guilty of. Not running from commitment. I got lots to give. Living in the moment. If I cause you pain, I hope you can forgive. You can forgive. Forgive. One day I'll be somebody's one and only. Won't be able to think of him without thinking of me. But today ain't that day. No, I'm still stuck in my ways. Please tell me you understand when I say I'm in love with myself. I can't make room for no one else. Baby, you love me and I love me. Right now I'm living so selfishly. Right now I'm living. Right now I'm living so. Right now I'm living so selfishly. Baby, you love me and I love me. Right now I'm living so selfishly. It's the cool that I wanna stay out late. Whenever I please, chilling with my homegirls. 7 days a week. 7 days a week. A week. Don't ask me where I'm going, no, cause I don't wanna say. Tired of all these questions, and I won't call when I made it home safe. Safe. Oh no. One day I will be somebody's one and only. Won't be able to think of him without thinking of me. But today ain't that day. No, I'm still stuck in my ways. Please tell me you understand when I say I'm in love with myself. I can't make room for no one else. Baby, you love me and I love me. Right now I'm living so selfishly. Right now I'm living. Right now I'm living. Right now I'm living so selfishly. Baby, you love me and I
Akwaba means welcome in Ghanaian. Welcome back to the News You Can Use podcast. This is Frenchier, your host. We are powered by B and Us LLC and sponsored by Frenchie's Wonders Healthy Place Botanicals. We do want you to go shop the natural products as teas for losing weight, growing your hair, things for your libido, essential oils, hemp and cannabis products, CBD oils, Frenchie's Wonders Healthy Place Botanicals. That's Frenchie's, FRENCHIES.HEALTHYBOTANICALS.com. It is at 11:30 p.m. on March 3rd, 2019. It is 10 degrees in St. Louis, Missouri. It is 33 degrees in New York. It is 27 degrees in Cockrell Hill, Texas. It is 82 degrees in Lagos, Nigeria. It is 81 degrees in Accra. And mind you, in Nigeria, it is 6:30 a.m. It's 12:30 a.m. in New York. It's 11:30 p.m. Same time, Central Standard Time in Cockrell Hill, Texas. In Accra, it is 5:31 a.m. and it's 81 degrees. And in Havana, Cuba, it's 12:31 a.m. and it's 71 degrees. And welcome back to the News You Can Use podcast, powered by B&S LLC and sponsored by Frenchie's Wonders Healthy Place Botanicals. We are grateful that you have tuned in. On each episode that we remember, we try to take 3 deep breaths. This is one of our favorite podcasts, The Daily Refresh. I listen to it on the Apple podcast. And I'm going to let Johnny Dumas explain in 4 minutes why we take the deep breaths. And this is today's episode. Thank you.
Now go conquer your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, JLD here, and welcome to the Daily Refresh, where I'll share a quote to inspire the mind, gratitude to warm the soul, and guided breathing to energize the body. And remember, when you begin your day with the Daily Refresh, you're setting the stage for massive success. And today's quote is from Mark Twain. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. So if you want to be courageous, resist fear, master fear, but don't run away from fear. And something unique to be grateful for today, and we've all had these good hair days when just every piece of hair falls into place. And let me tell you, down in Puerto Rico, it's tough to come by with all this humidity. So be grateful for the good hair days. Now take a few seconds and think of something unique in your life that you're grateful for. It will warm your soul. And now it's time for guided breathing. We're going to follow the ancient practice of Samavriti, which means equal breathing. This will reduce stress, increase focus, elevate your mood, and energize your body. So grab a seat and remember, all breathing is through the nose, and we'll be breathing in for a count of 4, out for a count of 4, a total of 5 times, which will fully circulate amazing oxygen into your body. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Relax. All 5 cycles are now complete. Your body is now fully energized with the life-giving power of oxygen. And congratulations, you've completed the daily refresh. And if you're not already, subscribe to the daily refresh on your favorite podcast app, and a new episode will be delivered every day. And if you're not listening to the daily refresh on Alexa, you can visit thedailyrefresh.com and watch my guided tutorial to make the daily refresh your flash briefing. So with a simple voice command, you'll be on your way to daily vitality. Lastly, you can leave me a message at thedailyrefresh.com of what you are grateful for, and I might just feature it in an upcoming episode. Now go conquer your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Check this out. Yo, them beats is poppin'. Check this out. St. Louis' very own hit record release. Love Song. By JCD, rap artist. Yeah, he's fat. Check this out. From MIDT Records, B&B Productions. Pick it up at your local neighborhood store.
Reading an article from fastweb.com. You can find it by searching the website for the article Why Your Grandparents Could Be Your Meal Ticket to College by the Fast Web team, and it was published on August 17th, 2017. There are many ways in which grandparents can help their children pay for a college education. These include legacy scholarships and tuition assistance programs, educational awards for volunteering and community service, college savings plans, and direct gifts. Scholarships for grandchildren. Very few scholarships are based on a grandparent's affiliations. There are many more awards based on a parent's affiliations. However, sometimes awards that are available to a parent's dependents may also be available to grandchildren. Grandparents may have more relevant affiliations than the grandchild's parents. On the other hand, there are also a few awards like Rotarian scholarships which are not available to students who have a close relative, including a grandparent who is a Rotarian. You can help your grandchildren find scholarships based on your affiliations by giving them a resume that summarizes all of your affiliations, including past and present employers, unions, military service, memberships, hobbies, and activities, in addition to details concerning religion, race, and ethnicity. Not only will you be helping your grandchildren find scholarships that match their background, but you will be giving them an opportunity to learn more about you and your family history. Grandparents can also spend time with their grandchildren to help them study and get grades or participate in volunteer activities together. This can help them qualify for more awards. The best way to find scholarships for grandchildren is to use FastWeb's free scholarship matching service, which completing the profile on FastWeb or any other scholarship database, your grandchildren should carefully review the questions that ask about a parent's employers and affiliations, as some of these also apply to grandparents. Students who answer all of the optional questions will typically get twice as many matches as students who answer only the required questions. The three main types of scholarships that may depend on a grandparent's affiliations include legacy scholarships for grandchildren of a college's alumni, scholarships for military service by a grandparent, and scholarships based on an ancestry and ethnicity. Legacy scholarships. Several colleges provide assistance to, in quotes, legacies, out quotes, which are descendants of alumni, which, while this is most often expressed through admissions preferences, there are a few that have scholarship funds for grandchildren of alumni. Many colleges have what are known as legacy scholarships for students whose grandparents previously attended the college. Students should check the admissions and financial aid websites of the schools they're interested in, as well as ask the college during the admissions process. Number 2, scholarships for military service by a grandparent. Most scholarships for military service are restricted to descendants of a parent who served, but there are a few awards for military service by a grandparent. Examples include the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation that provides awards for students with grandparents that served in certain divisions. The American Legion is a good source of information on this topic. Number 3, scholarships based on ancestry and ethnicity. While not specifically restricted to grandchildren, there are a variety of scholarships based on a student's ancestry and heritage. One example is the Order of Sons of Italy in America, which requires at least one Italian or Italian-American grandparent. The U.S. Bureau of Indian Affairs also awards aids based on having at least a fourth Native American blood, i.e. at least one grandparent is full-blooded. Education awards for volunteering and community service. Various volunteer organizations provide scholarships for children and grandchildren of members. Examples include the Idaho School Board Association, Connecticut Association of Purchasing Management. Parent or grandparent must be a CAPM member, and the Elks National Foundation. The Edwards M. Kennedy Service America Act, H.R. 1388, authorized the Senior Scholarships Program. This program provides $1,000 education awards for people aged 55 or older who volunteer for 350 or more hours a year. These awards must be used for the volunteer's own education or transferred to a child, foster child, or a grandchild. Congress must still vote to appropriate funding for the program as part of the President's FY 2010 budget. Contributing to college savings plans. Approximately a quarter to a third of grandparents help their grandchildren save for college through 529 college saving plans, gifts, or other means. 529 college savings plans, prepaid to tuition plans, Coverdell education savings accounts, and Series 1 and certain Series EE savings bonds are tax-advantaged ways of saving for college. Distributions are tax-free, with used to pay for qualified higher educational expenses, and are not counted as income or resources when evaluating eligibility for federal need-based student aid. Many states allow you to deduct all or part of your contribution to the state 529 college savings plan on your state income tax return. You can contribute up to the annual gift tax exclusion, $13,000 in 2019 per grandparent per beneficiary, without incurring any gift taxes. 529 college savings plans also allow for larger lump sum contributions using 5-year gift tax averaging. When a grandparent owns a college savings plan, it is sometimes disregarded when calculating a student's eligibility for need-based aid. However, this does not necessarily increase the amount of student aid the grandchild will get as compared with parent or child ownership of the college savings plan. For example, Section 529 college savings plans, prepaid tuition plans, and Coverdell education savings accounts are not reported as assets on the free application for federal student aid, or the FAFSA, of a dependent student if they are owned by a grandparent of the student. This is due to a change enacted by the College Cost Reduction and Assets Act of 2007. The change was effective starting in 2009 through 2010. The specific legislative language was 3. I'm not reading all that. As such, college savings plans owned by a grandparent are not reported as an asset when calculating the need-based aid eligibility of a dependent grandchild. This is in contrast with student assets, which are assessed at a rate of 20%, and parents' assets, which are assessed at a maximum rate of 5.64%, while student assets are normally assessed at a 20% rate. Custodial 529 college savings plans owned by a dependent student are treated as though they were parent assets and so are assessed at a maximum rate of 5.64%. Most parents' assets, however, are not assets at all, with only 4% of dependent children having any contribution from parent assets. Certain parent assets are sheltered from need analysis, including retirement funds, net worth of the principal place of residence, small businesses owned and controlled by the family, and an age-based asset protection allowance that is typically around $50,000 for parents of college-age children. In addition, if the parents have income of less than $50,000 and satisfy certain other criteria, assets may be disregarded entirely. However, qualified distributions from grandparent-owned 529 plans will be reported as untaxed income to the beneficiary on the next year's FAFSA. Non-qualified distributions are reported as income to the beneficiary on the federal income tax return and so are included in adjusted gross income, regardless of who owns the 529 plan. This will have a severe impact on aid eligibility, much worse than if the 529 plan had been reported as a parent asset, since as much as half the distribution will reduce the student's eligibility for need-based aid. There are two ways to address the problem. One solution is to change the account owner from the grandparent to either the student or the student's parents. The 529 plan will then be reported as an asset on the FAFSA, but qualified distributions will be ignored. The other solution is to wait until the student's senior year in college to take a distribution, since there will be no subsequent year's aid eligibility to be effect, assuming the student doesn't enroll in graduate or professional school. This treatment of grandparent-owned college savings plans applies only to federal student aid. Approximately 250 colleges use the CSS financial aid profile form for awarding their own aid. This form requires the reporting of all college savings plans that name the student as a beneficiary. An additional benefit of 529 college savings plans is the value of the plan is excluded from the grandparent's estate. It becomes an asset of the beneficiary upon death of the account owner. The only exception is for 5-year gift tax averaging for lump sum contributions, which is included in the estate on a prorated basis. If the grandparents die during the 5-year period, grandparents can also contribute directly to a 529 college savings plan owned by a grandchild's parent. This will be treated as a parent asset on the FAFSA. College Invest, the Colorado State 529 College Savings Plan, has an annual grandparent scholarship promotion where they give away 10 $2,500 college savings plans to Colorado grandparents. Gifts to the parents and students. If a grandparent gives a gift to a parent, it is not reported as income, taxed or untaxed on the FAFSA. If the grandparent gives the money to the grandchild, however, it is treated as untaxed income and affects aid eligibility by as much as 50%. One workaround is to wait until after the grandchild graduates and then give a graduation present to help pay off the grandchild's education loans. Since this gift occurs after college education, it will not affect the grandchild's eligibility for need-based aid. Giving directly to the college. Many personal finance and tax experts recommend giving money directly to the college to avoid gift taxes. This is bad advice for most families because it hurts eligibility for need-based financial aid. It should only be considered if the family does not qualify for need-based financial aid, and the annual gift tax exclusion is insufficient. Section 2503E of the Internal Revenue Code provides a gift tax exclusion for money paid directly to an education institution to pay for tuition on behalf of a student. However, the exclusion is limited to amounts paid for tuition, not room and board or other expenses, and the payment does not count as a charitable contribution. The potential gift tax savings will also be much less than the negative impact on need-based aid, yielding no net benefits to the student. Moreover, with the annual gift tax exclusion at $13,000, $26,000 joint in 2019, it doesn't seem like it is really necessary to make the payment directly to the college. Direct payments to the college will be treated unfavorably by federal need analysis. It cannot be treated as just a payment on the student's account because eligibility for the gift tax exclusion is dependent on the amount being paid for tuition. There are two possible approaches based on the statute and regulations. One approach treats the payment as untaxed income to the child, i.e. cash support within the scope of Section 480B of the Higher Education Act of 1965. This reduces need-based aid by 50% of the amount of the direct payment. Another approach treats the payment as a resource, i.e. estimated financial assistance within the scope of the regulations of 34 CFR 673.5 C1 8. This reduces need-based aid by 100% of the amount of the direct payment dollar for dollar. Student loans. Grandparents are not eligible to borrow from the federal Parent Plus loan program unless they have formally adopted the grandchild. A legal guardianship is not sufficient. Grandparents, however, co-sign private student loans on behalf of their grandchildren, yet they should be cautious about co-signing on any loans, as this makes them just as responsible for repaying the loan as the student borrower. The lenders use fairly minimal credit underwriting standards for co-signers, such as a minimal threshold on annual income. They do not currently use debt-to-income ratios. This means that a grandparent on fixed income might end up obligated on private student loans for amounts that are far greater than what they can afford to repay. If the student defaults on the loan or is even a month delinquent, the lender can seek repayment from the cosigner. This may put the grandparents in a difficult financial situation. Roth IRA. Grandparents who own a Roth IRA can name their grandchildren as primary beneficiaries. While the Roth IRA will be included in the grandparent's taxable estate and so be subject to federal state tax, in many cases, the Roth IRA will pass to the grandchildren tax-free if the total estate is less than the unused portion of the unified credit. The grandchildren can then avoid the 10% early distribution penalty and withdraw earnings tax-free even if they are under age 59 and a half. For all distributions to be tax-free, a Roth IRA must have existed for at least 5 years before the distribution. Otherwise, the earnings they accumulate after the contribution to the Roth IRA will be taxable. Usually, the grandchild must take a distribution of the entire amount by the end of the 5th year following the previous owner's death. But until the grandchild takes a distribution, the Roth IRA is disregarded as an asset on the FAFSA. Distribution will count as untaxed income on the FAFSA, affecting the subsequent year federal student aid eligibility. Need money to pay for college? Every semester, FastWeb helps thousands of students pay for school by matching them to scholarships. Now, I'm not vouching for them, y'all. Every semester, FastWeb helps thousands of students pay for school by matching them to scholarships, grants, and internships for which they actually qualify. You will find high-value scholarships like the Scholarship Points, $10,000 scholarship, and easy-to-enter scholarships like Niche $2,000, No Essay Scholarship, and internships with companies like Apple, Google, DreamWorks, and even NASA. Join today to get matched to scholarships or interns for you. So again, I just read to you an article off the fastweb.com, FastWeb website. So www.fastweb, FASTWEB.com. And in particular, you want to search for the article published on August 17, 2017 by the FastWeb team. And it's titled, Why Your Grandparents Could Be Your Meal Ticket to College. Thank you. Love song. JCD, this episode is dedicated to the lovers and you. That should be you and everybody.
People the so nuts, people the drugs. When homies used to break dance in every wall with they spray can. Roxanne, that was the jam. We was country as hell. Two-tone pants, Jerry curl dripping. House parties on Kipton Lane, no gang tripping, just sipping on cold 45. In those highs, I stole from my cousin, buzzing at 14 years of age. In the projects, prospect, get your girl, get a girl, the only object. Did, cause we was like live and let live, good time. On the TV after Sanford and Son, Georgia Weezy, my mama's in the distance, calling my name. I got a paper, she'll be shaking my frame. She stuck with both rows, when my daddy shows hoes over family. I love you, girl, cause you were a million memories and all the people tears I cried. To those that never left my side, I'll never leave your side. You deserve into the end of time, and you will never find a love like mine. A million memories and all the people tears I cried. To those that never left my side, I'll never leave your side. You deserve into the end of time, and you will never find a love like mine. I was seeing dirty, was on the wheels of steel. This was just around the time when Daryl Mays was killed. Every weekend partying, we on the hill. Grown folks in the hood was getting high off dips. In the streets like 3 in the morning, coming home to a beat town. It was worth it for kicking verses on the dope spot. Latone had got shot by the rollers. In his possession was no Yola. Became my household name to the game. Lost a sister in the bad exchange. Sometimes I see her smiling on the days of rain. I feel your pain, hollow beat that name. We used to kick it with my auntie, getting drunk with 9 distinct G40 OCs. And Snake is banging at the front door. His mama kicked him out, let him in. You ain't know you mentioned the reason all the people tears I cry. To those that never left my side, I'll never leave your side. You can search into the ends of time, and you will never find a love like mine. A million memories and all the people tears I cry. To those that never left my side, I'll never leave your side. You can search into the ends of time, and you will never find a love like mine. And as the years went by, things only got worse. Some of my homies got sniffing, and they did they dirt. Now once again we suit and booted in the family church. Paul Bearer to the back of the hearse, it showed her. Told your mama that I loved her, and we mixed some tears. Told your lady take it easy, and I kissed your kids. And I'm blown to the point that I'm about to throw up. I'm showing up mad, cause half of the homies ain't even show up. Flew to Cali and I'm out the town burn. Got a call from home, they said my dog was gone. I dropped the phone and told T-Lo. My only question was why, but now we know. I did an album and the video. You should have seen it, it was half the hood and a gang of silly hoes. They say we laying in the beds we make. I might be with you soon. Say what's up to head to snake. Millions of breeze and all the people tears I cry. To those that never left my side, I'll never leave your side. You can serve and through the ends of time, and you will never find a love like mine. Millions of breeze and all the people tears I cry. To those that never left my side, I'll never leave your side. You can serve and through the ends of time, and you will never find a love like mine. Millions of breeze and all the people tears I cry. To those that never left my side, I'll never leave your side. You can serve and through the ends of time, and you will never find a love like mine. Millions of breeze and all the people tears I cry. To those that never left my side, I'll never leave your side. You can serve and through the ends of time, and you will never find a love like mine. Millions of breeze and all the people tears I cry. To those that never left my side, I'll never leave your side. You can serve and through the ends of time, and you will never find a love like mine. Millions of breeze and all the people tears I cry. To those that never left my side, I'll never leave your side. You can serve and through the ends of time, and you will never find a love like mine. Millions of breeze and all the people tears I cry. To those that never left my side, I'll never leave your side. You can serve and through the ends of time, and you will never find a love like mine. Millions of breeze and all the
MIDT Records.
St. Louis dropping, popping, popping, popping.
Black bodies on the line. Let the creator elevate your mind.
New hits like this, like this.
Like 3, you're out, no mistake. That's the way the pitch break. My old man, sleeping in his
The Redemption Song by Dahveed Nelson.
sometimes grumbling and complaining, but always keeping on. A garden of fragrant flowers. Then you, woman child,
Last poet, you know it.
flowering garden of my heart, and my heart open to you.
Pick it up at your local neighborhood
Like a stream
stores.
flowing out.
Remember to download that Anchor app. Leave us voice message in response to what you've heard on the podcast and the episodes. Leave us some suggestions. You can record us voice messages, which we might play on the next episode. Leave us messages on Instagram and Facebook. That's our B and Us LLC pages. On Instagram, that's at Frenchaire, FRENCHAIRE. We do want to market your businesses so you can sponsor episodes, businesses, brands. We are setting up different packages right now. We can set up, basically show up just like the radio does with myself and the DJ, and which will attract attention to your business and clients to your business. We want to celebrate you, black businesses, black owners, black brands. We want to have your codes, set up code where code Frenchaire. They go to your website or come to your store. We heard about you on the News You Can Use podcast, and you get 10% off, 25% off. Let's work together, Like I said, let's build these dreams. Ujamaa is a Swahili word, one of the Nguzo Saba principles of Quant, and it means cooperative economics, which means we put our monies together. And we work together. We build these systems and institutions that help us and sustain us. So we can do that with this podcast. You can be a featured guest. We do encourage musicians to email us your music and we'll play it. Positive music. Melchizedek LLC
melchizedek@gmail.com. melchizedek@gmail.com. Remember to support this podcast. This has gone way past dream mode, but I am a black business, so you can support, show love to and support to a black business. This black business, businesses, BNS LLC, Frenchie's Wonders, Healthy Place Botanicals, the News You Use podcast, and other brands that we sustain. All of this, the podcast, creating this podcast takes a lot of energy and research and time. So support this podcast so we can continue to create future episodes and for leveling up and making the podcast even better for you, the listeners and supporters. So grateful for you. This is our 13th episode. We're trying to learn how to streamline down to 30 minutes. Because like I said before, we know that your attention spans are short. Mine is too. But I just having so much to say. I love you. I want you to be better and you be your best selves. Like as you are actually seeing me in action, being my best self. So again, I'm grateful for you for tuning into the News You Can Use podcast. Hope you've been enjoying the music. Much love, much love and peace and abundance to you. Oh, subscribe, download, write reviews, rank, follow on all your favorite podcasting platforms. Thank you.
Black woman. Black woman. I want to create a beautiful world for you, black woman. A world of beauty for beautiful you. A world where black women can bathe, naked and unashamed in gentle streams. A world where poetry is you, black woman, bathing in gentle rhythmic waves. I will create until I create that world for you, black woman. You smiling, the beginning of all things, like the sea caressed by moving fingers. If ever there was a beginning, it was you. Smiling waves moving in soft geometric patterns, forms blending into the subtle perfection of your body, glistening with crystal droplets of love's water and smiling, even in tears. The waves come gently at times, but even the sea is made rough by the angry moon, and you are sometimes sadness, trying to harness that moon, but the sea is alive in your eyes. And the perfection of
Dahveed Nelson,
rolling in the cool
Redemption
light of
Songs,
gentle moon is the rebirth of
Last
all
Poet.
things. Like you, smiling. I want to create a beautiful world for you, black woman. A world of beauty for beautiful you. A world where black women can bathe, naked and unashamed in gentle streams. A world where poetry is you, black woman, bathing in gentle rhythmic waves. I will create